Good evening, sports fans. True of the NPL here today with your NPL Minors Season 6, Week Number 1, Rapid Fire Recap. I'm sorry, Danson. That was my dance impersonation. You know what? Every week I'm going to impersonate a different person in NPL. Look forward to that. Hello and welcome to your NPL Minors Season 6 Week Number 1 Rapid Fire Recap with your host, Chucastar Toe. I do some YouTube things. I should be uploading soon, hopefully. I'm also a graphic artist. I do graphic artists for free, unlike a lot of the other people do it. So if you need a logo for free, I'm your man. Rapid Fire Recap is a show where I'm going to go over the games of each week in rapid fire fashion. So, let's hop right into it. Our first game up, we have the Baltimore Brave versus the Texas Rain Dance. Scrappy 10 takes a very commanding lead with his sub DD Kumo versus me. I was able to do fucking nothing versus this thing. Forgetting Haze on Melodic, or putting Dragon Tail really set this game into motion. And Scrappy did prep very nicely. Good game to Scrappy. Our next game consists of the New Bern Rockruff versus the Melbourne Metagross. Frol's being able to use his Umbreon to its fullest potential, being a very stally Pokemon. Being able to stall out many of Jason's offense. And being a very good pivot overall. Jason using a lot of his offense to break down Frol's team very easily. The Akaberry Celestial was a very nice bring. Unfortunately, Jason did mess up his Hoopa Unbound spread. I believe not putting any speed in it. The game eventually came down to Specs for Bombi versus this Wish Protect Umbreon. And eventually Jason got 2 crits, locking in the game for him. So, ended up being a very narrow 1-0 due to hacks, but very good game nonetheless. Our next game up is between the New York Muse, not memes, and the Columbus Blue Basculum Stripe Jackets? I don't fucking know Andrew's team name. But, Bash definitely took a very commanding lead in this game with a lot of his offense that Andrew struggled with, being Conkeldurr, the Scizor, although Andrew did pack the nice Berry to handle the Scizor, but after Conk and Scizor died, his team was overall too weak to Mega Latios to survive and ended up losing to that Mega Latios. Our next game is between the Indiana Hyperspacers and the Inglewood Infernapes. Mega Oshawott brought a very nice CM Ghost DMZ Tapu Lele to weaken Clyde's team, along with Thundurus and Alakazam, to the point where Clyde's team was way too weak to be able to handle a SD Halucha, and it ended up sweeping Clyde very, very easily. I believe gaining 5 kills in this game. So, yeah. In our next game between the Aussie Kangaskhan and the Ottawa Garchomp, Ian made a lot of great plays with his offense around mons like Mega Sam and Salazzle, being able to pivot in mons like Lottie and Nidoqueen to break down Pesky City's defenses and offenses to the point where Ian was in control of this game, even making very ballsy plays to win him this game very comfortably. In our game between the Baltimore Orioles and the West Virginia Miniors, Eric did unfortunately get quite a bit lucky with the Garchomp, although Ultra Player decided to use a very nice Retaliate Mega Lopunny to weaken Eric's team to the point where SD Mimikyu won him this game very comfortably. So I give props to Ultra Player for that Retaliate Megalopny. Very, very good game between the two of them. In our match between the St. Louis Blues and the Bolin Bovines, Dr. Slacking unfortunately fell a victim to the speedy Z Politoad being able to kill his Tornadus Theron and weaken his Volcarona to the point where Mons Lake, Zygarde, and Necrozma and Alolan Ninetales swept the late game. The Trick Room Configure uses a very nice breaker this game, being able to take care of the T-Tar and most of the Bouffalon. So, very, very nice win by the Train. Very nice bring with the Speedy Z Politoad. In the last but not least, the Barcelona Bagons versus the Lidenpool. BM used in the early game his Tangrowth plus his Toxapex to slowly whittle down Ice's team little by little for that Mega Aerodactyl, being able to break a lot of Ice's very offensive Mons like Jirachi, like Greninja. So that Keldeo had a much easier time for the late game being able to clean up versus the Salamence and the Shaman. This battle was so fucking long. So yeah, I definitely think this was one of the best games this week. I definitely think both players played really well, and I definitely think BM pulled out a very, very nice win this game. On the back of Tangrowth, and most importantly, that fucking Toxapex. Toxapex is annoying as hell. So, yeah, BM ended up winning this game 2-0 on the back of Toxapex into that Keldeo. And lastly, I will be going over your Minors Week 2 schedule. First off, we have the Indiana Hyperspacers and the St. Louis Blues going at it. I think this is going to be my most looked forward to match. The Inglewood Infernates versus the Bolin Bovines. The Columbus Basculin Blue Stripe Jackets is what I think that's Andrew's team name. So long. Versus the Aussie Kangaskhan's. The New York Muse versus the Ottawa Garchomp. The Salem Kaiser Volcanions, coached by Horace, who replaced Eric, who was promoted to majors after some drops. Versus the San Antonio Spartans, coached by Will after Frauds dropped. The West Virginia Miniors versus the New Bern Rockruff. The North Carolina Tyranitar Heel, coached by Parker, I believe, who replaced me after dropping for mental health reasons. Versus the Pittsburgh Empoleons, coached by Lux, who replaced Ice, who dropped out for school. And last but not least, the Texas Rain Dance versus Lidenpool. So very, very nice games that are coming up in the next week, and I'll see you all for week 2's rapid fire recap. See y'all later.